Here we have the Amazfit GTS for Mini. The screen has started coming off. It's clearly lifted up and won't press back into place. That's because the battery inside the watch has swollen. So I ordered a new battery for it. It's not an original part, but it matches the original specs and has a correct connector. So it should just snap right into place. Let's gently soften the adhesive on the glass using very low heat. Notice how I can even put my hand right in front of this hot air gun. That shows just how low the heat is. Just enough to soften the glue a little. By rolling like this, the adhesive comes off easily. Just twisting it off with tweezers. That way there is no need to pull the glass off with force. I tried re-gluing this glass earlier and wondered why it wouldn't go down all the way, until I realized the battery was swollen. Surprisingly, the battery life was still pretty good. Look at how much this battery has swollen. The glass won't go back into place at all. It just wobbles back and forth. This battery definitely needs to be replaced. We'll need to disassemble the watch a bit to reach the battery. The screen connector cover comes off by pulling with tweezers, and the connector itself pops off by itself. Next, we disconnect the battery connector, which is secured with a screw. The battery is glued down pretty tightly. I don't want to pry too hard because I don't want damage to the circuit board or other components. I don't want to use too much force. It's a good idea to remove the vibration motor to get more space. When prying out the battery, you need extra space because it comes out at an angle. I'm also using a little bit of low heat, again to slightly soften the battery glue. I added a bit of IPA alcohol under the battery to soften the glue, but I don't actually recommend doing that. The heart rate and oxygen sensors are right there, and their seal could get damaged. It's better to take your time to carefully wiggle the battery free instead, and just gently clean the base at the end. Avoid pouring solvent directly into the housing like I did. Now you can see how swollen this old battery really is. It's a lot thicker in the middle compared to the new one. The new battery seems to fit well. So let's put the vibration motor back. It's better to install the motor before. If the battery goes in a bit crooked, the motor won't fit anymore. The new battery actually came with double-sided tape. The connector pulls slightly to the side because this isn't an original battery, but I managed to get it in place after a few tries. Again, this isn't an OEM battery, but you probably can't get an original one anywhere anyway. Getting this screen connector back on was quite hard. It just didn't want to go in, and you can't push too hard without risking breaking small pins. I finally got it once I realized the connector isn't centered on the ribbon cable tab. Now let's use some B7000 glue to secure the screen back in place. The glue works really well. I was wondering earlier why it was so hard to glue, but of course it was because of that swollen battery. Let's let the glue cure using clamps. I put some soft PVC tape on the back of the watch. It gives more grip so the clamps stay in place much better. Let it cure for several hours before taking the clamps off. The glue takes at least 24 hours to fully set, so use it carefully until then. Also remember that re-glued screen is likely no longer waterproof, so don't take this watch into the shower. And now the watch is ready to wear. The new battery doesn't have as much capacity as the original, but it works fine. Plus, the glass stays firmly in place now, so it might even be a little bit splash resistant. The watch works great, and I'm very happy with this battery replacement. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.